Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
My name is Carol Crockett, and I live in Exmoor, and it's just outside the town of Exmoor, close to Silver Beach.
Challenges that face our young people as far as communicating with each other.
Oh yeah, they're missing out on the social skills that we were taught by watching when we were kids. You know, we saw our parents introduce themselves and introduce their kids. We saw that. We felt it. We were part of it. We learned at 4 years old to shake hands, you know, and it was just, I remember at a train station when we were living in Oregon, we were getting ready to come back here, and it was the first time I had ever seen a black person. And it was this giant, well, to me, the giant black man. And I pulled Mom's skirt. I said, "Mommy, a chocolate man." Came right over, shook my hand like nobody. And I was just so proud. I was so excited that I saw somebody that was totally different. And he accepted me, you know. But kids don't get that same thing anymore. They don't learn it anymore. Kids don't know how to act or react. They tend to hide. They would rather disappear than have to face that awkwardness. Especially young teenagers or preteens, you know, it's already awkward. But if they don't know and they have not practiced it, they would rather not be a part of it. They would rather hide out, you know. I mean, my kids are guilty of it still. We can have a house full of people. They'd rather be shut up in their room, watching their videos or you know, TV or whatever. But yeah, it's very different. As adults, we have to involve them. We have to bring them with us when we're going to interviews or jobs. You know, we have to put them in the position of practicing those social skills and social etiquettes, you know, so that they're comfortable. You know, the difference that I see between me and my brothers and sister and my kids growing up, and it's all based on electronics and social media and stuff like that. When we were kids growing up, even tiny to young adult, we got our thrill, we got our feel good when people responded to us, when people engaged us, when people held our attention and we had their attention. That was a thrill to us. I mean, you just felt so good about yourself. Your confidence grew because of that. They gave you their attention. What a gift. Our kids now at young ages, they get their kicks from a like or a swipe or whatever you do on social media, you know, that indicates that you like what they said or you like what they posted. And so they want more of it. We wanted more people. They want more likes. So they're on it even more. And so that's, to me, the biggest difference. And why there is such a I don't even know the word for it, but it's just not people. You disconnect in a way when you're on artificial social skills, artificial social activities, period. It's not connected. It's not connected to people, and so the details get lost in the mechanics of it, you know. To me, I love detail. I'm all about detail. I want the difference between my paintings and Dad's or his are 6 footers. 6 feet away, it looks like a photograph. I want mine to be 2 footers. I want people to hang mine right in your face and look right at it and feel it and know it and touch it. That's just, I like the detail. And so I'm that way with everything. I'm that way with everything. So even people. I appreciate so much seeing young families doing things together, because they're taking away that artificial social life and giving them real social life, real social skills. We need to be able to deal with people. One of the most important things that I have tried to teach my kids is gratitude. It goes so far. I remember my daughter, my youngest daughter, my middle child, she was real little in elementary school, and we were talking about being grateful and getting people to like you for who you are and for the happy person that you are, and how being grateful and thankful for a gift. Even though, my oldest daughter, her thing when she was teeny tiny, whatever gift anyone gave her, it's just what I always wanted. That was her. That was all her. She was just naturally a grateful person, and still is. And it made people want to give her stuff all the time, just so they could hear it, just so they could hear that. So I'm telling Sam, my youngest daughter, and my son was in the car, and I said, just thanking people for the gift of a compliment makes them want to compliment you again. That makes them love you as a person, because you accepted their gift with a thank you. All you've got to do is say thank you. And because a lot of times we compliment somebody, and it's like throwing away a gift that they just gave you. And that day, after, of course, it was a long ride to school, but after getting there, after a half an hour drive, getting there, before she got out in front of the school, one of my cousin's wife, Laura, was there, and she walked over and she goes, "Oh my God, Sammy, I love your hair. Look at all the curls." She had just curled it the night before and was so excited to go to school with this new hairdo and little Shirley Temple curls everywhere. She said, "Thank you." Laura picked her up and squeezed her. She was like, "I just love you so much. You said thank you." And she looked back at me with that "you were right" look, And so that afternoon, my son, same kind of thing, He had been to school all day complimenting all of his teachers. They called me to tell me what a sweet, precious child he was. I said, "Dylan, you heard that. You heard what I said." Gratitude goes a long way. Just goes a long way for the simplest things. The very simplest things. But I think compliments are everything. I think compliments to children. I remember a little kid at preschool cried every day. We always arrived at the same time, me and his mom. Always arrived at the same. He bawled crying every single day. And it wasn't like he didn't want to leave his mom. He just didn't want to be at school. One day, I'm coming up the steps, and he's going in, because they had 2 steps on each side. We get to the door together, and I said, "There's my happy boy. Look at that smile on you." He never cried again. He never cried again. He needed personal attention on him that said, "You're not a crybaby. You're a happy boy." I still call him Happy. He's full grown. I still call him Happy every time I see him. Love him. But that's how easy it is to work. To make it happen. It's the universe coming back to us. Our thoughts are alive. Our thoughts are alive, and we attract more of whatever it is we're thinking about.
For Shore Perspectives and WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.